Hello and welcome to the final squad preview of possibly the biggest project ever undertaken here on the channel at Cornflakes Crib. It is the one you all know about. It's the one you've been waiting for. It's the subscribers season and we are almost ready to go. Exciting times here on the channel. I am super excited to be bringing this series to you guys as well. This is it, last chance saloon for any of you wanting to get involved, and last chance to, what could you say, perfect your own look in the game. So before we get looking at the squads, put this in there, so obviously we have more than one, because firstly, if you tuned into the last video with that first squad that I had, and you've seen just how much of a reaction that had with all you guys, which is utterly bloody fantastic. I'm so grateful for everyone's contribution towards the series. There was over 100 comments on new players and changes and all that sort of thing, and with that all happening, you know, some of you guys did suggest maybe we need more than one team so that everyone can get a game. And I thought, brilliant idea, absolutely brilliant. I want everyone possible to try and get some game time in this series. So with that in mind, I had a whole pile of more players to create, which is why it's taken a fair while. It's no easy task to create and statistically make these players everything, but there is still time if you want to make a change to your player, or you're new to the channel here. Don't forget to subscribe if you are. You want your player yourself included into the series. Now is your last chance. I'll give it a few days after this, but I really want to get started on the opening match as soon as possible. So if I get a few more requests for some players in there, I'll try to add them in. Well, I will be able to add them in over the next few days. That's as much time as I'll be able to give. And then it is go time for the subscribers season. So with that in mind, I will possibly have missed some things out that you might have said. I went through the comments about 7 times, so I've tried to get everything as good as I can, but you know, I'm blind, so whatever. Anyway, so if there's something I have missed, do let me know in the comments. If you want to be included, do leave your player below. You know the things you need. You need a name, you need a nationality, you need things you're good at, things you're bad at. If you want height, if you want weight, if you want build, hairstyles, headgear, we've got anything at all you specifically want to your player. This is the final chance to get included in the sides. Now that all rubbish is over, all the non-important crap is done with. Let's get to the teams. Let's get to the fun stuff. Right, edit teams. Let's have a look at what we got here. Here we go. First team off the ranks, and thank you to everyone who suggested some names as well. I've had some fantastic ideas, and if you have some of your own, do of course feel free to leave them in the comments, as well as these teams. Not exactly set in stone, but these are pretty cool names. The All Flakes. Oh, what a cool idea that was. The All Flakes. Now, what I've done here, let's hold the phone a bit. Let's go back to this screen here. Oh, now this screen here. This is what we've got. Now we've got 3 teams. We've got the All Flakes. Now this is a Southern Hemisphere based side. So any of you who have created a player in New Zealand, Australia, South Africa and the likes like that, you will be included in the All Flakes. Now, the others of you, like the Englishmen, the Irishmen, the Welshmen, the Scotsmen, those Northern Hemisphere countries, I'm pretty sure that the Guardians of the Crib, that is your team. Let's just double check that that's the one. Yes, England, based in England. So that is that. That's where you guys will be based. And of course then we have the Cornflakers, who are going to be those players based abroad from those sorts of situations. I'm talking about the players who didn't really specify a country, so are Norwegian. We've got a few Americans, we've got some Canadians in there as well, as you'll see soon enough. So that's the story with that. Obviously all 3 teams aren't perfectly balanced and things like that, so if you watch this video and say, well, you know, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere team, the Guardians of the Crib, and you know, we've got a few too many props. We've got, say, 7 props. I don't know, I haven't counted exactly. And then the All Flakes only have 2 props. So if I make myself, you know, a South African, I could, or I just want to transfer, you know, that's fine as well. You don't have to stay. That's just what I thought was an easy way to split the players up. request a transfer over. That's no problems. If we can get a nicely balanced side, everyone can get a good amount of game time. So that's another point out of the way. Let's have a look at the All Flakes. Now this is the New Zealand-based side, and this is their group of players. Right, we're starting off once again. And I know you guys have all specified that your guy is free to play anywhere in the team as long as he fits in. So, expect to see players playing completely everywhere on the pitch. We start things off with Caleb Taylor. Let's have a look at this young man. New Zealander, of course, can play a variety of positions in the forward pack. He is a very good tackler, a very good breaker of tackles as well, and has some immense strength. Caleb Taylor, welcome to the All Flakes. Second up, we have Nicholas Friedlander. He is a hooker / loosehead prop / lock. Again, a very aggressive player who can kick, surprisingly, not something you associate with a forward quite like that. Very good catching, and he is very good mentally and strength as well. Tackling not bad, but Nicholas Friedlander, New Zealander, another front rower, another forward. Welcome to the All Flakes. Next up, we've got Joshua Hetherington, another New Zealander, and another, well, let's be fair, these stats aren't exactly perfect at the moment. Like I said last time, I want to give everyone around average of 80, but, I feel these guys are all pretty close. We've got a number of stats around 80, 90. No one is over 95 in any stat at all. No one is. So the highest anyone will be in anything is 95, and then it is a complete, what's good, your good stat, what's your bad stat. If you haven't specified much, it'll just go kind of on your position that you want to play. Now this Joshua Hetherington, a lock, a blindside flanker, again very strong, very good tackler, and very good at bumping the tacklers away. Again, very aggressive in the second row. So you may notice here with the All Flakes, we don't have a huge amount of front rowers, but it's fairly capable. As you see, you go further down, we have a lot of flankers who could easily adjust and play in the front row if necessary as well. So not a huge issue, but if you're a specialist front rower and you want to come to the All Flakes, by all means, let me know as well. So next off, we've got Liam Robinson. Primary positions, lock, blindside, and number 8. Again, he's got a very wide range of stats. They're not the quickest, these guys, which I feel is nice and accurate as well. Very good tackler. Once we've got the 95 stat there. Good at catching, good strength, and a good jumper, as, of course, he's a lock. Why wouldn't he be a good jumper? Good fitness as well on this young chap from New Zealand. Welcome to the All Flakes. We've got Benjamin Grayson. Now, this is the first Australian we have in the side. He's an out-and-out lock. Nothing more, nothing less. He's a fantastic jumper, very strong, and very aggressive as well. He could be a huge asset to this team with such a strong position in that second row. Very tall and a big, hefty unit, which will trudge its way around the field. Welcome to the All Flakes, Benjamin Grayson. Marshall Hanna, next man off the ranks here, and this guy, another New Zealander, is pretty much a back rower that can play in the second row as well. Again, good passing, good acceleration, and speed as well is pretty good for a back rower. Agility is right up there as well, good tackler. He's got a good range of stats on him, this man, and he could be a massive asset in the back row, as we have quite a wealth of talent along the back row of the All Flakes. Welcome along. Next up, another Australian. It's Brett Hartley, and this man again is very all-round, has no interest in kicking whatsoever, but he's a good catcher of the ball, and he is good with running the ball in his hands. Aggressive and a good tackle breaker as well. Strength, again, another one of his strengths, the Australian back rower number 8, and of course, capable of playing in the locking positions as well. Now we've got Saul Solomon, another number 8 / open side flanker. Now his stats are a lot more varied around here. You see he's only a 74, which we can fix up by giving him a slight bit more on the likes of, discipline or something like that, although that is very low, probably by request I'd imagine for it to be that low, but we can easily boost him up as well. He's very tall, this man, 202 centimetres tall, capable at number 8 open side, good fitness, very good tackling, very good kicking, and very good catching as well. Not bad in the strength and passing. He's a bit of a ball handler, this man, but from number 8 he's big and he's strong. Welcome along, Saul Solomon. Now we move into Hamish Reeve, another New Zealander, and he is blindsider / scrum half, so he's got a very wide range of skills here. Not a kicker, so you're not going to see much box kicking action from this man. Again, good break tackle, good tackling, good passing, good strength as well. A very versatile player is Mr. Reeve. Welcome along. Sebastian Kyle, scrum half slash fullback. Now we start going into these fancy pants men out in the back line. Very strong and a very good breaker of tackles. Speed isn't his huge strength, but all round he's a very talented player that could be a huge asset at the back for the All Flakes. Ruben Hauraki, a member from the original squad way back when we first created that. Now, he's a scrum half, fullback, winger. He's versatile, he can play anywhere, and he's a very good player as well. Good catcher, as you'd expect a fullback. He's very agile, he can step and run rings around everyone. His passing is pinpoint, as you'd expect from a scrum half player as well. Very fast, and he is a huge asset as well. Who isn't a huge asset? I don't know why I keep saying that, because all these players are absolutely brilliant. Adam Duncan, another original. He's fast, very fast, quick acceleration, very good speed, excellent passer and kicker. So this is the man you'll get the box kicks out of. He's a very small man as well, not that high, and he will be quite an asset at scrum half. Another one, welcome along to the All Flakes, Adam Duncan. Now we've got Henry Smith, next man here, and he is very adept in the back line, fly half in both wings. Again, very fast, very good agility and breaking tackles as well. He's going to look good. He's going to score some fantastic tries with his sidestepping ability. Henry Smith, welcome along to the All Flakes. We're just about through 15, and we've got Riley Crosan, another New Zealander. A lot of these players New Zealanders, no surprise here really. He's a 9/10 scrum half slash fly half. He's very fast, good passer as well, creator in the back line, good goal kicker as well, which is another big asset this team needs to look at with Riley Crosan in the back line will be definitely that. Will Rogers, another Australian. We've got a handful of Australians in this team, and he's a good one as well. Outside centre, fullback, right wing, decent height and a good weight as well. He's going to really barnstorm his way through the centre of the park. He's quick, and he's got a very all-round set of skills. You look at this, nothing really under the 70s apart from jumping and just everything. He seems to be in 70s, 80s. Very all-round player, very versatile, and another big asset to the team. Why do I keep saying that? I don't know. Ethan Horton, another New Zealander coming in, an out-and-out centre. Again, he's put his stats straight on speed, straight on passing, offloading and kicking. He's going to be a good player, kind of like Sonny Bill Williams. Welcome along, Ethan. Now, Cornflake has been biffed in there as well, as a lot of you asked to see him, and I thought, well, it's only apt that he ends up in the New Zealand or Southern Hemisphere base side. So there is Cornflake. You all know his stats. You've seen him before. He is there as well. Probably won't play too much if possible. Nathan Ryan is next man for the All Flakes, and he is a winger slash inside centre slash scrum half. So we've got a lot of positions covered here for this team, and they're all very, very good players, each with their own individual unique set of skills. Again, speed and acceleration is right out there, tackling, passing and catching. A very underrated skill in this all player creation, but something very important nonetheless. Discipline could be a bit of a problem for Nathan, but hopefully he doesn't get too many one-on-one tackles he's going to absolutely murder someone with. We go on to Logan Banks, back to the New Zealanders, and here's a left winger. Nothing more, nothing less. And you look at his stats, you can see he's just speed. That's what he's all about, and breaking tackles isn't bad either. Kicking, another good option for him as well, but there's not much else to speak of. Agility isn't flash, he's not too aggressive, he's not going to do anything too flashy, apart from absolutely burn you off with his immense speed. Benji Cook, another one of the originals, left wing fullback, and of course, why not blindside flanker? Again, another nice all-round player. He blips and blobs up there, but tackling is his real strength, agility. He will run rings around the defence, kicking and goal kicking, nothing he's fairly good at as well. Discipline at the end, super important not to get yellow cards. Welcome along, Benji. Logan Priest, another Australian left winger, super fast and not much else to speak of. His offloading skills horrible, his aggression and agility aren't that flash. He can't jump for a nut, but he's pretty strong and he's pretty fast. Welcome along, Logan. George Lamb is the next man, another New Zealander, and this is really New Zealand and Australia predominantly. He's very fast, decent acceleration, and his kicking is super good as well. So he'll be an important factor for when we want to adapt the kicking game from the back. George, welcome along to the All Flakes. So at this stage, just kits aren't a huge part of what I've designed so far. I know I've had a couple of suggestions for kits as well, but I haven't been able to get hold of anyone who's been keen to create the kits it's by someone who actually knows how to do it. So if you are one of those people that know how to create kits, I do have some ideas coming in from a lot of you guys about some kits as well. So get in touch with me if you're able to make some kits as well. For now though, this side will probably play in a mixture of the countries, Australia and New Zealand, probably a bit of South Africa as we had one of them in there as well. A mixture of some of those Southern Hemisphere sides. But let's get on to the second team now. Back we go. And we want to let's go to the Guardians of the Crib. It's the Northern Hemisphere side based in England, but at the Aviva Stadium, which I thought was a nice little split between them as well. Now their kits I've been playing around a little bit with. We've got a custom kit there, but nothing too set in stone for the kits if you're after that. Let's have a look at the team now, and this side has a lot of players. This has probably been our most popular team, the Northern Hemisphere side. So let's start at the top. Owen Fagan, of course we remember him from last time. He hasn't changed a huge amount. We're going to get a bit of a boost in some of his stats before things kick off. Here's an Irishman, and he is an out-and-out front rower. Welcome along to the Guardians, Luke de Mormonville. Now this is an interesting man with a great name that's going to be an absolute mouthful when he gets the ball out on the field. A tight head and loose head prop, aggression, strength and catching of the ball are his main talents, as well as a good breaker of tackles. There's going to be a very difficult task to tackle anyone in these sides at the moment. Young man as well, very big, very strong, is Luke de Normanville. Next up we had Mike Hunt, and if you remember Mike Hunt last time, this man looks like a freak. He looks like he's going to destroy people, and he is going to be an absolute terrorizing threat out on the field. This man looks like a monster, absolute monster. He's a good player too, aggressive, strong, and a Scotsman. What more could you want from someone in your forwards? Maximus Wilder, next man in from England. So we have some Englishmen coming in, a hooker who's very fit, very aggressive, good tackler, good passer, and a good catcher of the ball as well. Big man, not too tall, but he should be big in his position. Welcome along, Maximus. Ivan Ferryland is the next man in. Now he weighs 99 kilos, a nice number there. He's capable in the second row on the open side or a tight head as well. Now he's got a good mix of skills from all round the park. He can play anywhere, do anything it seems with these sorts of skills. He'll be massive for the team in the backs and keeping it up in the forwards as well. Welcome along, Ivan. Welshman as well, first one we've seen. Now we've got Andrew McFadden, another Scotsman. Now, second Scotsman plays in both positions in the second row as well as number 8. Again, a very range of skills, a lot of no interest in the kicking coming in from these forwards, which is pretty important. You know, forwards aren't out there to kick the ball, they're there to mongrel it up the middle, and that's exactly what we're seeing from these guys, which is great. He's a good jumper of the ball, as you'd expect. He's very quick, and he's pretty agile for his size as well. Good tackling, good passing, and a big man in the middle from Scotland for the Guardians. Next up, we have an Englishman, and let's try say his name, Gubry Heads. I hope I haven't messed that up too much. I know I've probably messed up a lot of your guys' names as well, so do correct me if I've messed their names up at all. Now, his acceleration, 90. He's very quick for an overside flanker, but that's what you want. You want him to be the first man at the ruck, no questions about it. Again, good tackling, good strength, and he can catch the rugby ball as well, which is very, very important for Gubry Heads. Welcome along to the Guardians. Now we've got Ken Pringle coming in to this side from Scotland. 25-year-old, a big man, 106 kilos, 186 centimetres, capable of playing all three positions in the back row. He's fit and he can offload the ball like no other. He's a big offloader of the ball, very strong and a very good catcher as well. Discipline is top-notch, so you're not going to see Ken go into the sin bin anytime soon. We've got Dylan Davies, next man from Wales, so we have some more Welshmen in the squad, and number 8, and a big number 8 as well. Look at that, 130 kilograms. He is a monster from Wales. Look out if you get in his way. He can't pass for jam, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if I've done that by mistake, or is it actually supposed to be that way. I'll check that one up before we go any further. But apart from that, he's extremely aggressive, and he's pretty quick as well for a number 8. Can catch the ball like no other, but with those sorts of stats, he ain't going to give it to anyone else in the team. Dylan Davies, let me fix up your passing, and we'll move on from there. Welcome to the team. You're in the squad at least, Dylan, so no big dramas there. Now, Finlay Wilcox, another Englishman and a big man as well, 132 kilos. Wow, stay out of his way. Another big number 8 from England, and he's fast. Well, this guy is going to terrorise defences. He can break a tackle and he can make a tackle. He's strong and he can catch a ball. So they're going to offload straight into Finley's hands, and he's going to bulldoze through the middle of the park. Welcome to the Guardians. Now we've got Hamish McAllister, another Scotsman coming in for scrum half / fly half. And he is super quick off the mark, immense acceleration, great passing skill, super kicking and good catching as well. A bit of a theme going on here for a lot of these new players. They want to catch and they want to pass. It's 101 of rugby, and that is what you need if you're going to win. Welcome to the team, Hamish. Edward O'Brien is the next man in from Ireland. Now, this man is capable of playing scrum half, inside centre and blindside flanker. We've seen that a couple of times already. Good passer, good tackler, good at breaking tackles. Not the quickest man on the paddock, but he can catch a ball. And give him the chance, he'll score tries. Good discipline and mental ability as well on Edward's shoulders. Welcome to the team. Now Luke Bendel, next man in for scrum half from Wales. Again, he's not the quickest player, but he's going to deliver the ball quickly out to his backs. He can kick fairly well and catch, which is also important mentally, and good discipline. He is top notch. Another good option at the back of the ruck. Welcome along, Luke. Callum Fiddler's next man in from England, and he's an out-and-out scrum half as well. A different kind of player to what we just seen in the last couple. His speed's a bit higher, but he's very agile. Good passer as well, and a good catcher. Those things have remained the same. Callum, welcome to the team. The Englishman has joined the side. Callum Whitten, another one we've seen from the first little video we made of this. Another scrum half that can play really anywhere in the back line, so we've been told. He's Irish, he's a very good player as well. Great agility, may need a bit more speed, we'll fix that up. His passing super, his kicking even better, and he is a big player for this side from Ireland. Welcome along, Callum. Now we've got Luca Neots. Probably said that horribly wrong, Luca, but welcome along from England. 25-year-old, another player who can play fly half, inside centre and fullback, quick, agile, and makes a good delivery from the base of the rucks or from his position of fly half. Very good player, can kick the ball out of the park, very strong as well, which is something we don't see a huge amount from fly halves. Great discipline, which is a big part, but if you want him to jump and catch the ball, he's not going to be interested, is he? Welcome along, Luca. We've got Jake Waller next in from England, and he's a scrum half, fly half, and fullback. Another Englishman. We get a few Englishmen coming into the team. Again, he hasn't gone for the out-and-out pace build. He's gone for a passer, a kicker, a goal kicker as well, and someone who can catch the ball. Other than that, he's pretty evenly all round, and he rates a perfect 80 as well. Welcome along, Jake. We got Lou Jones, next man in from Ireland, and he's a fly half on both sides of the back row, open side and blind side. His main attributes here are goal kicking, which is something he's noted out as being one of the best going around at kicking his goals. Aside from that, he's a very good tackler, and he's got a bit of toe on him as well, so don't expect him to wait for you to make the tackle. He'll be gone before you know it. Welcome along, Lou Jones. Then we've got Callum Caldwell. I did mess it up last time. Callum and Callum. We've got Callum this time. Fly half, inside centre, outside centre from Scotland. Another very fast player, agile, and good offloading ability, which is something we've seen a lot of players not be too interested in because they want the core skills. You notice here that Callum has gone more down on the catching and up for the offloading. Good discipline and mental ability as well for the Scotsman in the middle of the park. Welcome along. Now we've got Pierre Valentine, another good player, the Frenchman. I think he's the only Frenchman in all the squads as well, so he's got a lot of representation to go through this side. He is very fast, capable of playing on the inside, outside centre and on the wing. He's a very all-round player. No interest in goal kicking. He's preferred to spend those stats elsewhere, and we can see it beautifully, evenly spread throughout his stats. He is an all-round player who's going to be a mainstay in that midfield. Heston Gardner is the next man in from England again, and outside centre. He's gone for pace and aggression. as his main attributes. Also very strong, good catcher, and good mental and discipline abilities as well. He's quite tall as well for a centre, and he looks quite intimidating out there in the midfield. Welcome along to the team, Peter Smart, another Englishman, 25 years old, and a big man, a tall man. And he's very fast, he's capable at outside centre, right wing and left wing. His speed is his go-to weapon, and he's agile for good tackle break and a good tackle as well. Not the best when it comes to the mental side of the game, but hopefully won't be relied on to do too much thinking out there in the back line. Rugby Floyd is the next one in, another new one from Ireland. Again, this man is quite tall, quite big, and he has huge attributes when it comes to things like speed, acceleration, and agility. His tackle breaking is right up there with the best, 95, as good as he could possibly get. His offloading isn't bad either. His mental and discipline abilities are right top notch, and this Irishman is going to be one you'll want in your team. Kieran Jones, another Englishman coming into the side, outside centre, right wing and inside centre. Again, he's gone for the pace with agility and tackle breaking, I should say. Spit it out eventually. A lot of tackle breaking going on in here today. Catching and strength are another of his big skills, but a good all-round player is Kieran Jones, and another one who will look to push into those midfield positions. Shane O'Sullivan, another one from Ireland, and this man, again, speed, tackle breaking, and goal kicking. So we've got some good goal kicking options here for the Guardians of the Crib. Out and out, inside and outside centre. A decent, well-spread player with some core skills in the middle. Welcome along, David Sloan. Next man, and another Irishman. This is why we went for the kind of spread around between Ireland and England with the side here. Right wing, fly half, outside centre. A tall player as well, 197 centimetres, and he's fast, very fast, out and out speed, good agility and tackle breaking, and very good goal kicking. Another goal kicking option from the wing or wherever he may end up. Next up is Omar Suleiman, another good English player, left wing and very fast, 95 speed, 90 acceleration, but then as you'd expect, you commit and big on skills like that and you lose out in other places. 90 strength, 85 tackle breaking and 70 tackling for Omar. Welcome along, Jacob Hill, next man in the side, and he is a left-right winger and a fly half. Doesn't have a huge amount on the speed as we've seen from others, but he's a good tackler, good defensive player, can break a tackle, and he's very strong and well disciplined as well. Jacob Hill, welcome along. Okay, last but not least, we have the Cornflakers, who are a mixture of countries that don't quite fit in the other two teams. Should we not get a huge amount of other players, this side may get merged in between the other two, so we have a nice even number between the two squads. If we get a huge amount more players, we may have to moolie them around between the three squads to get a nice even number, but we'll find that out over the next couple of days. Here we go, the Cornflakers play in USA, Infinity Park Stadium, a great stadium. Don't have a kit worked out for them just yet, but that will be easy to sort out. Let's have a look at the squad. And first up, we have Joshua Barrett. Now, this man, Canadian, number 8 blindside flanker and left wing. He is a good all-round player. He excels in the skills that matter. Tackle breaking, speed, passing and catching. What more could you possibly want? Poor discipline though, could find himself in trouble in the future. A big man as well, 128 kegs, big man. Sean Uren, next man from Norway, of course no country selected, so he goes into this category. Right wing and fullback, fast, of course, what else would you want? Good kicker of the ball as well, but don't expect him to jump too high when the ball's in the air. Sam Halliday, next man in the list, and he's out and out inside and outside centre. Not the quickest, but he's a good tackler and a good tackle breaker. God, that's always difficult to get it around the right way. Good strength from him as well, and he should be a mainstay in the centre pairing. Steve Gallux, next man, we've seen him before in the first video of this series. A hooker and tight head, loose head prop. Very valuable asset to the team in the front row. Good strength, good aggression, and a good all-round front row player. Big man as well, 129 kilos. Matthew Smith, next man, inside centre, and he's all about consistency. Look at that, straight through 70s, and he has no complaint whatsoever. May have to put him up a bit. It's a bit unfair that he's down at 70 when everyone else is up at 80. Next up, we move to Chris Smith, loose head prop, number 8 fly half. Talk about adaptability. This man's got it in spades. American. Great to see the Americans getting involved in this series. And he's a good player too. Why not? Why wouldn't you say that when he's a good aggression, good tackling, good strength? He's got it all. He's not going to get in trouble because his discipline's good, and he's American. He's confident. He knows what it takes to win. Big man, capable in all sorts of positions. Ian McDonald, another one from Norway that we've seen in the first edition of the series. Loose head prop, hooker, lock. So he's got it all, got all the skills, got all the abilities, all-round player, good tackler, which is what you want, decent speed, can jump, and he is very, very strong. Welcome along, Ian. Will Mead is a good scrum half, very good at what he does, makes tackles, makes the pass, and gets his job done. Won't make any mistakes, doesn't get himself in trouble. A little man who does the little jobs that no one will probably notice. Tamigo Dietrich, next man from Norway, he's a big number as well, 109 kilos, a big number 8. There's going to be some massive battles if these number 8s meet each other at some point in the series as well, which they will. Huge strength on this man, and he's a good around player after that as well. Tamigo will be a huge addition at number 8. James Dooley, next man in off the list, he's a fly half, and again he's gone for the consistency throughout his team. Throughout his stats, I should say. Good speed, which has got a little bit of a bump up, as has kicking, a little bit of a drop on the strength as he's a fly half, but a good consistent player. I don't think he's going to do too much wrong, but he's not going to blow the game to pieces either. Jack Rogers, inside centre, and we have some real inconsistencies in these stats. Good speed, not the best acceleration. Good aggression, but not the best agility, tackle breaking. We've got excellent tackling, passing, offloading, kicking, it's down, down, down. Then we've got catching, and strength is way up there. But Jack Rogers, he does what he does, and he does it well from inside centre. Ryan Heikkinen, next man in from America, another great American. This is great to have these guys joining the team. A right winger / fullback. Hope I've said his name half decently. He's quick, he's very agile, and he's a good catcher of the ball as well. He will be very good out there on the wing at fullback. He can do what he needs to do, and he will break lines very easily as well. Welcome along, Ryan the American. And that is it for the players involved. As you can see, we only have about 12 players in this mixture team of Americans and Canadians and unnationalised players. So worst comes to worst, these guys will just find their way into the other teams to make up the numbers, make up the positions if we don't get too many more players added to the teams. So those are our 3 teams heading into the subscriber season. It could go down to 2, it could stay up at 3. That depends on what we get after this video goes out to all you guys. But thank you very much to everyone who has submitted a player to these squads. Thank you very much. I hope I've got your player exactly how you want them. We will be getting into the action very, very soon. Like I said, you guys who want to be joined into this series, you've got a couple of days. Just leave me the things I need. A name, a country, even if you don't want a country. I just need a name and possibly even some stats you want to be good or bad. I don't even need that. Just give me a position. Name and position is absolute minimum. That's all you need to do. Give me Bob O'Bobbian and give me, I don't know, loose head prop. That's it. I can do the rest if you're really not worried about how good in certain areas he is. But players, more than welcome to join up. Couple of days, but come probably, what are we today? Wednesday. Recording this Wednesday night. So I'll give you to the weekend. We have the Rugby Championship this weekend, so we have a few videos going out on that. Then we have a very new series starting up soon. Another Road to the World Cup. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We have a new player after Cornflakes World Cup has just about come to a close. We have another new one kicking into gear very soon as well. That'll be starting up next week. Hopefully all going well as this series. So come this weekend, I hope to get this started underway so you've gotten to the weekend to get your player in, to get your suggestions into me so we can add them to the team and start this subscriber season. We've got the All Flakes, we've got the Guardians of the Crib, and we've got the Cornflakers. Let me know what you think of the names. Let me know about kits. If you've got any other great ideas for kits and names as well, do let me know, and we will see how we get on. The season, though, the start is imminent. Very, very close. and I'll see you all there for it. Thank you for your suggestions, and I'll see you all for the kickoff of the subscriber series. Thank you for your suggestions, and until we meet again, take care.